In the last few videos, I've demonstrated how lunatics have taken over human society and science and technology. Only lunatics would develop and create the technology used by the elite to create the police state and transform humanity into a genetically altered, computerized machine. There's the surveillance society. Thanks to science and technology, we're all illegally searched every time we enter a government building or exit a retail business. There's biometrics. It's a science that refers to metrics related to human characteristics. Biometric authentication, or realistic authentication, is used in computer science as a form of identification and access control. But it's also used to identify individuals in groups or in public that are under surveillance. Face recognition computer programs are yet another police state technology created by scientists to help the elite identify undesirables and dissidents. This, and surveillance drones, radar sweeps of residential homes, license plate scanning, and traffic monitoring, are all police state and surveillance society technologies that were created by science. I didn't authorize any of this. Did you? Technology and science doesn't have the right to dictate the direction of all of humanity. Stay the hell out of my life. There is also the pre-crime threat assessment database. The 911 emergency infrastructure now carries a real-time threat assessment database called Beware. The threat assessment is not just based on the obvious things like prior arrests and criminal history, but also accesses consumer records and social media. In fact, the majority of police use social media in their investigations already. The Beware database just makes it immediate and socially sweeping. And the co-founder of the technology said it flags offensive speech in its threat assessment. You don't even have to make an online threat. You just have to be perceived as offensive. And who decides that? Not you. You aren't even allowed to know what information is in your own file. Perpetual war is also the product of science and technology. They continue to supply the world's military with more efficient and destructive weapons and torture methods. These scientific torture methods are utilized by both the military and civilian law enforcement. Our police forces are not only manned with steroid-enhanced ex-soldiers, they're equipped with militarized weapons. I didn't authorize the militarization of the police. Did you? Furthermore, science has created numerous germs and viruses that can wipe out the entire human race, and are, right this very moment, experimenting on creating human-animal and human-insect hybrids. But until that becomes successful, human-machine hybrids will have to do. These scientists and engineers have read books like Frankenstein in 1984. They know the connection between these books and their actions. They just don't care about human rights. They want to be on the side of the oppressors, not the oppressed. What I've described over these last few videos are acts of insane people. Lunatics. Nobody but lunatics would pursue or implement such atrocious technology to help commit such human rights violations. It's a relatively small group of elitists who make all the decisions. And it's through the help and advancements of science and technology that helps enforce their decisions. It's called oppression. They enforce the oppression of your family, friends, and neighbors, and it's they who enforce your oppression. Scientists and engineers are enforcing the surveillance society. They're enforcing the police state, the elitist will. As a member of society and of humanity, you have a right to have a say in the direction of humanity. And you have the right to decide whether any new product or technology will have any impact on your life. This is called human rights, and it doesn't exist under today's technological police state. Your human right to choose has been removed by the elite through the abuse of science. I didn't authorize any of this. Did you? The elitist right want to abuse science and technology to create a corporate theocracy. And the elitist left embrace science and technology to create a secular corporatocracy, which is every bit as much a threat to humanity as any religion. Science is supposed to be a process, not a conclusion, but science has become dogma, the new religion of the elite and its police state. Science and technology have been truly taken over by fascists, by lunatics, mad scientists, and insane industrialists who are making decisions for the rest of humanity that they have absolutely no right to make. Why hasn't the scientific community come right out and denounced these fascist technologies? Poll takers, statisticians, researchers, psychiatrists, lawyers, doctors, computer programmers, engineers, physicists, scientists, CEOs, and rich people aren't gods. Quit bowing down to them. Please watch the next video in my Life Experiment series entitled Life Experiment Part J. Please share this video in my equalism channel with as many non-predators, with as many equalists as you can. Thanks.